Thank you very much for the invitation to join you tonight. This is actually the second time I've been here. And before I get Daja Hao, I want to this is an auspicious event, and I'm looking forward to listening to the Chinese American Youth Concert to celebrate the 45th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the United States and China. And I remember, because I'm actually old enough to remember, and was old enough at the time to understand the significance, that it was an era when we put an end to pretending that China didn't exist. And I thought it was a major step forward because you cannot move forward in the world, frankly, unless we move forward together. If we are adversaries, it not only holds us back, but it holds everybody else back. We stand to make more progress for people around the world if we can make progress between ourselves. So I think the relationship is really important. President Xi Jinping once said that the future of China-U.S. relationships lie with the youth. And I'm a former school teacher, and I definitely agree with that. And I'm in a county where 16% of the population of Montgomery County is Asian. And when you see all the different cultures, I mean, we're not just Asian. The county, which in 1975 was about 95% white and 4.5% black, 0.5% everybody else. It's 16% Asian, about 21% black, and about 21% Hispanic. And they're white people like me. And so we've gone from a not very diverse community to a very welcoming community. And the Asian population plays a really significant role in Montgomery County, and the Chinese population is a very large part of that. Our young people in Montgomery County are learning Chinese and other languages in school. They're learning about each other's cultures, through class friendships and community events. We celebrate Lunar New Year for over a month. This is one of the great things I like about the Chinese tradition. Like we do Americans one night of New Year. And if you remember, you're lucky. This idea of getting together for over a month and celebrating New Year with friends, family, and acquaintances, and doing it and talking about the value of the New Year and what it means in terms of new opportunities, I think is something that we could learn from, because New Year should be more than one day of celebration. And I enjoy the way I've experienced it in the Asian culture. I actually was in China. We went to China in, I forget the month now, but early May. And we spent a little over a week there. We landed in South Korea, and our first landing spot in China was Xi'an. Xi'an's Montgomery County's sister city. We spent a wonderful few days there, and we were well welcomed, and we went to the celebration at the gate and got an opportunity and saw the soldiers and had an opportunity to share in Chinese culture and understand the importance and also the length and depth of China, how far back it goes, and how significant its development was. We went from there to Shenzhen. We stayed there for a few days and then finished up in Shanghai. And I have to say, China was very different than what I was told to expect in China. And you probably would not find that surprising. There were times I thought I was in an American city. When you were out at night and you were watching all the people going into shopping malls and restaurants and walking on the streets and pushing baby carriages and all that other stuff, it felt totally like you would expect if I had been back home. And it was a nice feeling, and people were very open, very welcoming, and very willing to talk. And I had a totally unsupervised ability to walk around. I just walked around where I wanted to go and talk to people I wanted to talk to. And aside from our official visits, and I found that very interesting and very helpful in understanding what was happening in China. And I will say it is, you look at Shenzhen in particular, it's remarkable. The 40-year-old progress where he took a village of 140 people or so and turned it into one of the major industrial centers of China with some of the most modern technology that I've ever seen. It's a pretty remarkable achievement, and I think it shows what's possible when government takes its resources and puts those resources to the advancement of its people. So I learned a lot. I experienced a lot over there. We're already making plans. We will be going back to China regularly. We believe that, if you're going to build a friendship isn't based on one visit. And then you declare yourself partners. It's got to be, we want to be partners, and we're going to come back again and again to make sure we build a lasting relationship on which we can build a partnership. We're very interested in trade. We believe trade between our two nations is really important. We are significant trade partners right now, and I see opportunities for enormous growth in that trade and hope we get to take advantage of some of that. I also want to recognize the importance of our sister cities. That's the kind of people-to-people relationship that you were talking about, and those kind of relationships make a difference. Our Chinese community in Montgomery County is fairly large. I cannot tell you of all the groups who have ties back on the mainland, and they continue to maintain those ties. And the ability to do that and to also be part of Montgomery County's culture and society, I think helps us have a broader perspective on the world. Finally, I want to say music is a universal language. I used to play guitar in a rock band because it was a language, and I was trying to, back in the day, in the 60s, you were trying to express something with your music. And, music has always been an expression of not just the beauty of the music, but also oftentimes the lyrics and what people try to say and the messages they convey. I want to thank the young performers tonight, and I want to thank the Chinese Embassy and the Minister for hosting this event to celebrate the establishment of relations between our two countries. I hope those relationships grow stronger, and I think as long as the people continue to work with each other, the leaders will follow, and that's important for all of us. So thank you very much.